Yep. What is up, everybody? Let me see if I'm alive. Let me see what's going on. How we looking? How we looking? For all of y'all who are watching the replay, I appreciate you. I really do. Um so far I see it seems like there is two people in the chat. Which one would be me and the other would be Ethan. What's up, Ethan? You know what? Let me try something because this is bothering me. Oh, snap. Shaggy Dog, Scuba Stevo. Listen, man, I'm feeling really good today. So hopefully you guys will be in for a treat. You know what I'm saying? How's my vocals? Auntie K! What is up, Auntie K? How you doing? I'm glad you came back. I was afraid I ran you off um, with that ridiculousness from the other day. I am so pleased that you decided to um grace us with your presence one more time. Scuba Steve, a member for 2 months. I appreciate you, Scuba Steve. I really do. Scuba Steve, I gotta have you up here one of these days. You're kind of like a weirdo, and I love weirdos because I'm like a weirdo myself. And I was looking for canister filters. I actually thought about you recently. I was looking for canister filters, so of course, I had to think about where you went all ape crap on your Owasi. Um, Oli, what's up, man? Oli Style, how you doing, Oli Style? Glad to have you in the chat again. I'm not familiar with you, and I am happy to see you. Please, let everybody know. Everybody say, hey, what's up to Oli? I always like showing new people in the chat. I don't know why this. I guess I gotta do that. I don't know why I have the biggest problem with this, but for some reason, the chat seems to always have an issue with me. Comments. Oh, I gotta do comments on. Comments on. Enable chat. Oh no, I don't want that. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, everybody say what's up to Oli. I appreciate you for being here. Fish family, thank you so much. Um, yeah, so I had a really, really good week. I had a doctor's appointment that I was really, really scared about, but I managed to go. Um, managed to go. I wasn't gonna go. Well, I was gonna go, but I was very nervous to go. The doctor had on sneakers and had a hat. I swear to you, I would have thought the doctor was a janitor, but he ended up being a really cool doctor. He was wearing regular clothes. He wasn't wearing a doctor's outfit or nothing. So it made me feel a little bit more comfortable. Anybody in here? There ain't no doctors. I don't think I'm classy enough to have doctors visiting my chat. Um, yeah, Ethan, thank you so much. Yeah, it was his casual day, but here's the thing I was talking about. I felt very, very comfortable with him in regular clothes opposed to the whole doctor's outfit. Some people might look at that and be like, oh, well, I'd like to see my doctors a little bit more professional, which I get, but it was the first time I ever came across a doctor wearing Dr. Love. What? Dr. Scuba, aka Dr. Love Jr. I don't even know what that is. Dr. Survival. Oh, you're a doctor of survival? I guess so. I guess I am too. I guess we all are at this point. And in this day and age in this country, I think we all have a little bit of a survival instincts either kicking in or is it already kicked in. But I felt very comfortable with this doctor because he wasn't, he seemed a little bit more less. I don't want to say intimidated because I'll be real. I don't get intimidated, but I do have certain levels of comfort that I feel with people for certain reasons. And I did feel very comfortable with this particular doctor. So I appreciate it. Hey, Ethan, ease up on the squirrels, man. You think it's funny. It's not funny until you get bit by a squirrel. You get chased by a squirrel. Then I please, Ethan, when that happens, let me know so I can have you up on my chat and you could tell the story how the squirrel, how I warned you time and time again not to mess with Mother Nature, especially the demon rats. But you went ahead and messed with the demon rats, and it accosted you. Please, when it happens, let me know so I can have you up here and you can tell the story. Nobody believes me. Nobody believes me. Fine. Don't believe me if you don't want to. But when you get attacked by a squirrel, I want to say I'm going to be the bigger person and say I'm not going to say I told you so. But I am definitely not the bigger person. And I am definitely going to say I told you so. Stop messing with the squirrels. Thank you, Auntie. Thank you, Auntie. Yeah, discomfort is definitely different than intimidated. I don't really feel intimidated by no man. That's a little bit of my conceit, a little bit of my narcissism, popping out. But there's certain people that I do feel a little bit more freer with and less guarded. You know what I mean? Nope, no stingray, Ethan. Not gonna happen. Jacob, what is up? Another channel member. How you doing? Hey, check this out. So recently, for all you channel members out there, I did a video, I did a little video on how I'm doing these damn resurrection jars. I feel freaking cheated. I feel cheated. I ain't gonna lie to you, because these resurrection jars are not resurrecting. They're dead. They're whoever I've been lied to by social media. These resurrection jars are not resurrecting at all. It's like the third day is not coming for these guys. So I'm a little bit irritated at that. I have jars over here with stank water in it and nothing's happening. So if you're a channel member, go watch that. And what I'm doing, I'm gonna do a redo on that. I'm gonna do a follow-up on that video. But yeah. So that happened with the doctor's appointment. What else has happened? What else has happened? Oh yeah. So as far as, man, I don't know which pill these doctors gave me that made me want to burp all the time. I'm always having to burp. So I've had to expand my website food availability. So now I have cichlid, African cichlid food for all you African. This is an African cichlid staple that's gonna be there. I'm going to have koi and goldfish food, and I'm going to have salt and botanicals, and I think I'm gonna have algae wafers. All great stuff. Expanding the food selection that I have for you guys. Like I spell jar or something else. What? Wait, what? I didn't understand that. If you guys hear yelling in the background, that's my daughter. Like, a lot of you know she's autistic, right? And autistic children I like algae wafers. Oh, well, see, there you go. So, autistic children will sometimes have really jacked up sleep schedules. And she woke up last night at 4 a.m. and has been awake from 4 a.m. till I think she fell asleep around 6:45, 7 just recently, a couple hours ago. And she slept for about an hour. And now she's awake again. So joy. So now has a little bit more energy because she took a nap, but it's not quite enough. So she's still dead tired and cranky. So yeah. Yeah, Scuba Steve, you another one. Go ahead and mess with them squirrels if you want to. Go ahead and mess with those squirrels if you want to. But I have been honestly on a little bit of a doom, scrolling, doom binging thing that I've had where Craig, what's up? Yeah, it is. It's me again. I like spiders. I don't like roaches. I like spiders because they eat roaches and they eat any kind of vermin. I don't like vermin. I don't like I don't like things that live in death. Roaches, flies, rats, maggots. I don't like that type of stuff. I just don't. You know what I mean? What's up, GNC? How you doing? So what was I saying? Oh yeah, I've been on this doom scrolling, doom binging situation where this whole AI video content creator thing is getting a little bit scary. No, it's a lot scary. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's incredibly. Hey, I appreciate the birthday wishes there, new logo Austin. You're the only one that remembers all the time, and I appreciate you. You want to know why I appreciate you? Because it doesn't matter how much ridicule and how much hatred you get from Fishy Biz, you still stand up for what's right and what's decent in this country. I want you to be president. I want you to be president because you do what's right, regardless of the consequences. And I love that about you, new local Austin. I love that. Yeah, so listen, if you go after this, you know, if you go on YouTube, actually, if you go on YouTube, you're on YouTube now. But after this live stream, go check out what's it called? AI Slop, where it's just a constant barrage of AI produced content, and it is super, super realistic. There are slight, subtle tales that will show you that it's not real, but you have to be very, very vigilant about those little slight tales. Just one more fish. What is up? How you doing? Hey, you always need just one more fish. Always need just one more squid. Scuba Steve. There's no squirrels allowed in my chat. No devil rats. No demon rats. So apparently, and I saw it for my own eyes. It's not apparently, I definitely see it. So there's this epidemic going around where I keep saying apparently, there is a lot of content generated by AI, specifically of Black females. I guess they're just an easy target for people who just want to cause mayhem, because they portray these females in the most stereotypical, just ratchet light. And when you first see it, all you can do is go, I can't believe they're out there just making themselves look bad. When in fact, that's exactly what they want you to think by producing this type of content. It is, in fact, fake as hell, but it looks so real. The only reason why, you know what? The only reason why this one girl, I forget her name. Yeah, I don't like it either, Craig. What's up? Hey, you know who else is AI? For those of you in the chat, Pippin Creek Aquatics is an AI channel. Yeah, it's AI channel. He's not real. I'm just letting you know he is a figment of Foxy Fish's imagination. So I'm just letting you know that at one point there was an individual called Pippin Creek Aquatics, but I do believe ICE deported him years ago. ICE picked him up, deported him years ago, and now the persona that you see now as Pippin Creek Aquatics that you sometimes see alongside Foxy Fish, it's totally made up an AI. You know what I mean? I just took a AI dookie. No, that was IRL. That was in real life there, Brandon. So, free the real Pippin. No, yeah, no. He wasn't really cool before. You know, he's in El Salvador now. But leave him there. He's good where he's at. Just leave Pippin in El Salvador. You know what I'm saying? I saw it. He had tattoos on his. He had tattoos on his thing right there. I seen it, and so that means he's definitely bad news. That's what they say. I don't know, but listen. Pippin Creek Aquatics is definitely AI. So I just want to let you know anything he says in this chat is totally fake and generated by the deep state. Auntie, listen, Auntie, I'm glad to have met you. Please, please do not be influenced by some of these Weisenheimers in this chat. They are the reason why I can't have a real fish chat, because these cats don't let me talk about anything serious. They always look. Who came in and talk about I took an AI dookie? That's the first thing he said. Didn't say hello. Didn't say what's up, y'all. Didn't say, hey, leave a thumbs up. Didn't say, I'm lurking, I'm doing this way. He said, I just took an AI dookie. You see what I'm saying? So don't be influenced by these Weisenheimers, all right? Don't. They'll ruin you. So anyway, this whole AI thing is creeping me out. And I get to think to myself, I'm like, hold up, wait. Could this translate to like the content we do in the fish hobby? And so far, all the AI content is very noticeable because it's like a voice over and it all has the same type of voice. But in this AI slop that I'm talking about, it is a person's face. And honestly, she looks real as hell. Like she talks. The only way you can look, I saw the video. The way I knew she was AI was she was eating fried chicken. And when I told you this was stereotypical, like they are throwing all kinds of stereotypes at the wall. A black female eating fried chicken with long fingernails, just, you know, but she was eating fried chicken, and she picked up a fried chicken leg, and put the whole thing in her mouth. And then the whole bone, the chicken leg, the drum, and everything, she swallowed the whole thing. And she just kept talking like nothing. Didn't choke, gag, or anything. To which, when I first saw it, I was like, damn. And then I thought about it. I was like, damn. But that's really what happened. Wish they would deport me to Mexico. I like tacos and cactuses. Have you heard how much energy AI is using, which is what the Matrix said, causing... Oh, don't get me started on that Matrix, K. Don't get me started. I'm going to call you Titi K. Auntie is just weird for me to say because I'm Puerto Rican. We don't say auntie in Puerto Rico. We say Titi. So I can't... I'm going to say Titi K. Titi K. Titi K. Brownouts in some cities is always used for fresh water to cool. Yeah, they need to use the water to cool out. So listen, I saw the Matrix, and I'm gonna tell you right now, if you watch the Matrix and at no time did you do like this, there's something wrong with you. I'm gonna let you know right now, there's something wrong with you fundamentally if you didn't put your hand in the back of your head and be like, hold on, wait, is that? Because that was creepy as hell. The whole idea of it was just creepy. Let me get rid of this. Get out of here. All right. The whole idea of that was just creepy. I supposed to have a guest coming on. If the guest, Redneck Aquatics, what's up? A woman with no gag reflex. That's all you got out of that. That's all you got out of that whole thing. You're sicko. You're sick individual. I ain't gonna say I saw it. I was like, damn. There's something wrong with the lot of us. Yeah. Yeah. I admit. But wouldn't this world be a very boring place if there wasn't something wrong in some way, shape, or form with every one of us? Like I'm super. When I heard the phrase "variety of the spice of life," even when I was a little kid, I heard that phrase and I was like, yeah, that's so cool. Like being a kid who likes looking at weirdos. I say weirdos with the utmost respect. I'm a weirdo myself. Being a kid who enjoys looking at people do weird stuff at weird times and react weirdly. Living in Brooklyn is the perfect place for me. You know what I mean? One of the AI guys said back in 2015 that in the future, the internet will make democracy irrelevant. See, don't be scaring me like that. TT, for real, TTK. Fish Fam is a misfit island. Yeah. Yeah, there's a bunch. There's something wrong with every one of us. Like that's one of the reasons why. Like for those of you who keep up with the fish fam, I say the fish fam. I put quotations. Some of you guys know why. Some of you don't. But the fish fam, Foxy and AI, which I don't even know how they're gonna have an AI Pipeline Creek at a cookout in South Canada. They're gonna have a cookout in South Canada, aka Wisconsin. And they're gonna have all these fish freaks. That's why I say, what's up, fish freaks and geeks? And I could just imagine how weird that whole thing would be. Because I know some of the people that are going, and on camera they're weird. And they're weird on camera. They're weird, they're awkward. Could you imagine how awkward they would be in real life? You know what I'm saying? Hey, Scuba Steve, there are times where I tell people they have to write in all caps. What's the ingredients in your funk fish food? It's all on the website, brother. It's all on the website. I did not, and in the website, I will actually, it says I did not come up with that formula. It is made by a Ziegler manufacturer who does not sell retail. They only sell commercial. But I have access to it. And in my website, on my website, it does have the ingredients of what I'm selling. This African cichlid food right here, I don't have it up on the website right yet. I have to take photos, I have to get the product data and all that stuff and put it up. But I just bagged that up right there. And all the other ones, I have to bag that stuff up too. But it's on the website. We don't have cookouts in Canada. We have fish fries, but not the kind that is. Oh yeah, that's right. You're in Canada. Overly overstocked Oscar. Funk, this is real life. What is real life? There's no such thing. Hey, speaking of, look, there goes Foxy Fish right now. Foxy Fish is not cool how you created Pipeline out of AI. Speaking of Foxy Fish, who always seems to like want to call me Florida man. I am not no Florida man. I'm gonna let you know right now. I was looking up Florida man headlines. Y'all want to hear some Florida man headlines? Florida man headlines is a very strange phenomenon because it's not fake. These are real headlines. Nobody has to make this stuff up. All they have to do is open a newspaper or open up a Florida news station app and read the headlines. And there will be a story about Florida man. Would you guys want to know the very first one that I read when I opened this up? Friday fish fry is big in Wisconsin too. Well, that's because Wisconsin ain't nothing but South Canada. Hey, yeah, everybody from now for the rest of the chat, just put your cat locks on, please. I lived in Florida for a year when I was 19, and you left, and I understand why you left because this place is ridiculous. Let me read Florida man headlines. Are you ready for this? The very first headline is gonna really. This was the first headline. Florida man, I'm not making this up. Florida man vapes semen. Real story. A Florida man vapes semen. Do you understand what had to take place for that to happen? He had to get a vape, undo the little jar, then get himself some semen. I'm hoping it was his own. If not, hey, it's 2025. Do you, boo boo, do you? You know what I'm saying? It's not my place to whatever you do in the bedroom, and you do in the bedroom. But I personally hope it's his own for sanitary reasons. Then he had to put the semen in his vape, put the cap back on, charge it up, and then puff on it. Now, this is my first thought. This is my first thought when I read that headline. A man lives in Florida. No, no, no. I live in Florida because I was kidnapped from Virginia by ICE agents, and they knocked me out. They were all masked up. I couldn't see who they was. It was masked up. They put a black coat over my head, then they bumped me on the head. And next, you know, I'm out here. I'm out here in Florida. They took my IDs and everything. I can't leave. I'm stuck here. I'm here against my will. So, anyway, what's up, Sweet Acres? How you doing? Was it you? No, it was not me who vaped my own semen. It was some Florida man. I don't know. There's a picture of him right here. Look. There's a picture of him. And I'm gonna be honest with you. And y'all can call me a liar if you want to. You can say I'm being stereotypical. You can say that if you want to. But all I'm saying is you look at the features of this guy and look at the features of the majority of the people you watch on YouTube. That's all I'm saying. Just think about the features. Bald-headed white guy with a goatee. Now, you can't tell me, as far as fish tube goes, there ain't a whole bunch of bald-headed white guys with goatee in the fish tube genre. Because there is. You guys are out there. You know you are. Well, apparently, you fit the profile of a Florida man who vapes his own semen. Brandon, I'm thinking especially of you. I'm thinking especially of Brandon. So he had to like get his semen, put it in the vape, close it up, charge it up. Now, this is my immediate thought. You ever was walking past somebody who vaped and they did, and they blew that whole cloud of vape in the air? I don't have a problem with it, to be honest with you. But a lot of times it has some type of fruity aroma to it. What aroma would semen vape have wafting through the air? And if you walked through it and you knew what it was, like if he was like, hey, you like that smell? That's my semen vape. How would you feel? Like, what would you do? That's what I said, Pitt. For AI, you are very, very, you know what I'm saying? You on it. You're very imaginative for AI. That's what I said. No. Eat fruit. Don't vape. I don't, there goes Brett and I. Once you vape semen, you can't go back. It smells like carnivore. It smells like funnel cake. Oh, okay. Semen. Oh, well, damn. Okay. Dear God, I don't want to know. Yeah, I don't want to know either. But this is Florida Man headlines. This is the very first headline. This is Florida Man for you. That's why Auntie TTK bounced up out of here after 1 year. Smells like carnival and cake, funnel cake. I guess you know what? I'll take your word for it. I'll take your word for it. Oh man. All right, so this guy looks like, and tell me I'm not lying. Tell me I'm not lying. This guy looks just like Craig. Look at it real fast. Same characteristics as Craig. And this Florida man, he happened to have Florida man accused of attacking girlfriend with a banana. Now, you tell me, for those of you who have not seen Craig, if you don't know who Craig is Craig Cactus Cave right there. Now, you may not know him, but if you ever watched his live streams and you heard a story about a fish tuber in Australia attacks his dog/horse and his significant other with a banana after accidentally overfilling an aquarium, and said it was Craig, you would be like, yeah, that tracks. That tracks. I definitely see Craig as somebody who could go ballistic and attack somebody, his family members, his loved ones, his dog, with a banana. All the meanwhile, incoherently, yelling in that funky dunky Australian language, accosting people with banana peels. I could definitely see that. Craig is much better looking. You don't need a banana. Is it a stereotype if I say I think? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Ooh, wait till I come to a Florida man that looks like Scuba Steve. Where you at? Where you at, Scuba? Let me. Is it a stereotype if I say I think all Puerto Ricans are sensitive? My little cousin is Puerto Rican and he overly sensitive too. No, yeah. So that's a false stereotype. You have to say, I wouldn't say Puerto Ricans. I would say young, period. Young people in general of all colors, creeds, and orientations in this are overly sensitive. It has nothing to do with race. It's age. Young people are just soft like baby crack. I say that because I'm old. And I've always, when I was younger, old people used to say that to me. So now I get to say it to them. But it has nothing to do with where you're from, because it seems to be all young people are just so fragile. Craig and Shadow are fighting over. But which I come across, I know there's gonna be a Florida man that looks like you, Steve-O. I know that. Is passed for a Florida man, especially when I'm only wearing shorts. Yeah, you definitely. I can definitely see you as a Florida man. All right, let's see the next Florida man. I hope it looks like Steve-O. There's gonna be one here that looks like Steve-O. I don't know who this looks like, but please in the chat, tell me who you think this looks like. Florida man on drugs kills imaginary friend and turns himself into the police. Florida man gets all tooted up, kills his imaginary friend, and goes to the police station and says, "Arrest me. I killed my Bubba. He's been my Bubba since kindergarten. Arrest me." But please tell me, who do you think this looks like? I had 5 pairs. They went missing. Who do you think that looks like in the chat? This guy got all tooted up, killed his imaginarily killed his imaginary friend, and then turned himself into the popo. Who said they ain't gonna be with no prissy bloke? Oh, Belinda. So yeah, that guy, he's a special type of dude. What the heck? Oh no, wait. What's this one? Florida man attacks mom's boyfriend. Come on, man. I can't see it. It turns off real fast. All right, here goes one. Florida man tries to pawn stolen jewelry at store managed by a woman whose home. So the dude, Florida man, tries to pawn stolen jewelry at the store managers by the woman whose home he just robbed. So he robs. They all look like. Yeah, they all do. They call it their lair. DTK. All these people spend all the time in their mom's basement, and they call it their lair. Jeffro, what is up? Can't have that one on his conscience. Yeah, he had to turn himself into the popo. He could not just live with himself, knowing that he killed his buddy. But this Florida man, he robs a house, then takes That's some. You have some bad karma. You have some severely bad karma if you rob a house and unknowingly go to the pawn shop of the person you just robbed, trying to pawn the stuff you robbed from them. You really did something bad in another life for that to happen. Oh man. Okay. I tell him rob the jewelry store and here grill. Um, instant karma. Yeah. So this is the guy here. Tell me who you think he looks like. Anybody in the fish genre on YouTube? This guy looks like. Well, let's see what he did. Don't we? Let's see. Florida man high on flocka tries to break into jail to visit his friend. The dude got high on flocka. For those of you who don't know what flocka is a very strange drug that originated in Miami. And this one's hard for me to believe because I've seen people on flocka before. Which flocka in Spanish means skinny girl, right? And they pretty much they look like zombies. So I don't know. Maybe he had some bunk flocka. I don't know, but he got high on flocka and was like, "I'm going to visit my buddy." I wonder if it was an imaginary buddy, and tried to break into the jail. So I guess that was very convenient for the police because he showed up. I love this one because this one I could see definitely people doing. Yeah, probably tried to break into the boneyard, aka Dogville Protection. You ever played the game Match the Charges to the Mugshot? No, bro. If you ever come on, I'm gonna have you on one of these days, and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play that game. But check this guy out. This guy, this special type of guy right here. Look at him, right there. See that guy? Who do you think he looks like? This guy, this Florida man. Florida man tries to use a taco as ID after his car catches fire at the Taco Bell. Oh, sorry. Drunk Florida man tries to use taco as ID after his car catches fire at the Taco Bell. He's drunk as a skunk. His car catches fire. The popos show up. The fire department shows up. They go, "Sir, let me see some identification." He reaches into the bag, pulls out a chalupa, and be like, "Here you go, officer. This is me, a supreme beef burrito." Special type of people that live in Florida. I'm gonna let you know right now. People who live in Florida. These are headlines. These are headlines. The predfin. I'm not familiar with the from predfin. Oh, predatory fins. Okay, predatory fins. Okay. There wouldn't be enough lines for that game for me, Steve. My record is see, I could imagine. Yeah, predatory fins. I had a guy so drunk he was trying to put a 20 in his CD slot. Oh snap! He tried to put a $20 bill. Oh, that's right. You was Popo, wasn't you? Or you are. I forgot. I think we had we was on a live stream where you mentioned that. Yeah, drunk people are funny to me. They say the weirdest things. Oh Lord, Craig, we need you out there in Trump. So yeah, Craig probably got a long criminal sheet. Got a very long rap list. Um, let me ask you, Sweet Acres, where you from? What state you from? And do they have the same ridiculous things that Florida has? What's from where you're law enforcement? And do you come across? I mean, I'm sure every state comes across this, but do you come across the sheer volume that Florida comes across? My fam was law enforcement till just before COVID. Okay. That was when I was in Vegas. Well, you probably saw worse stuff in Vegas. Don't do drugs, kid. I warn you. If you like freedom and the good life, that's worse to live by. Yeah, I could imagine the crazy stuff from Vegas. Let's see. Just the sheer volume in Vegas. Florida man arrested for calling 911 after his cat was denied entry into the strip club. Dude tried to take his cat into the strip club. They wouldn't let him in, so he calls the popo. But I've been my rights, the cat's rights have been violated. My pussy cat is trying to get into the pussy cat, and they won't let him in here. He's a tax-paying cat, and he can't even get into the Pussycat Gentlemen's Club, and is violating his constitutional amendments. I'm not a cat guy, but it seems valid. Yeah, yeah. Florida man dials 911 and demands a ride home to change his. Yo, yo. Now put a magnifying glass in front of this dude's eye. Put some glasses and a magnifying glass on him. Now you tell me. You tell me. Just put right there. Now, I'm just noticing that there is a strange correlation between people that have fish tube channels and Florida man headline. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Here goes Scuba Steve when he had long hair. A 13-year-old got swept away in the Ohio River and just found him a few days ago. Well, that's not nice. That's Steve. What are you doing, bro? We're trying to keep this light and fun, and you can go ahead and bust out death, like real life death. But this is Scuba Steve before he cut his hair. Let's see what Scuba Steve done did. Florida man hits boyfriend with plate for listening to too much Alanis Morissette. Steve-O, hey brother, let your freak flag fly. Hey, you know what I mean? Be proud, you know what I mean? Be out there. I'm not laughing at Steve's comment. Mayweather is a sweet dude. Got to know him really well while in Floyd Mayweather? Oh, Sweet Acres. We might have a problem. I can't stand that dude. I respect him as a athlete and his ethics, but I wish to God somebody would punch him out. If he didn't, have all his fights, tailor made for him, he would have got knocked out so many times. Oh, I don't like Floyd Mayweather. As a boxing enthusiast, I appreciate his work ethic, his smarts, and he's very smart in the ring. But as a boxing enthusiast, can't stand him. He probably is. He probably is totally different in person. I'm just talking as a boxing enthusiast. I've seen some of his his workouts, and some of his mentality towards training. And I actually love what he says and the way he goes about training for himself and everything like that. But as far as the fights that he sets up, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of his style of points over knockouts, but he ain't the only one in the sport to do that, so I can't fault him too much. Where we at? Scuba, I'm getting to you, man. Let's see. There was a. I like when 50 Cent was trying to get him to read. That's good, Craig. Lucky kid. Da, 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 da. Harry Potter book is interesting to read. I'm missing a whole bunch of stuff, so this is all very crazy to me right here. I've seen the man give thousands of homes. Yeah, yeah. As an individual, like I said, I've seen his personal like ethics and his personal, but just I hate his style of boxing. All right, Steve-O, here we go. Steve-O, again, let me read the headline. To which I say, hey, brother, I respect you for your choices in life, or whatever the hell you want to, however you want to live your life, do you. Florida man, Steve-O, hits boyfriend with a plate for listening to too much Alanis Morissette. Now, while I don't condone violence, I do understand listening to too much Alanis Morissette will make me violent myself. So let's look at Steve-O before he got a haircut. Come on. Come on. Come on, baby. Where the hell is he? All right. Get the hell up. Oh, please don't tell me. No. Yeah, I hate pop-ups. Put some glasses on him. Put some glasses on him. Give him a little bowl cut. Cut his hair. Give him give him some bangs, because you know Steve-O got the bangs. Put some glasses on him. You know what I mean? There you go, Steve-O. Why you hit your boyfriend with a plate? Just because you like Alanis Morissette? Well, I happen to think it's Anthony Kiedis' twin sister, personally, but whatever. Where are we at? My new Tupac shirt just arrived. Oh, I love Tupac. Tupac is up there, my top 3 favorite rappers of all time. Me and Alanis was at the same punk party back in the day, and I smashed a beer bottle over her head. So I feel this floor. You hold on, you bust Alanis Morissette over the head with a beer bottle? Oh, you can't just say something like that and just leave us hanging. What did Alanis Morissette? Allen's. Alanis. What am I saying wrong? I'm saying wrong. What did she possibly say to make you want to bust her over the head with a beer bottle? Please tell me, what did she say to make you want to bust over the head with a beer bottle? There's a lot of people I wish I bust over the head with a beer bottle, but I never did it. So I do got to admit that on my deathbed, I will be upset at myself for all the people I did not bust over the head with a beer bottle. She kept coming around our party trying to change her look, and she got the same boots as me. Hold up. Hold up. I know. Hold up. You bust Alanis Morissette over the head because she came to the party wearing the same outfit as you or the same boots as you? Oh. that's gangster. I know you didn't wear the same hooker boots. I'm not saying you wear hooker boots. It just came to my head. I know you ain't wearing the same red pleather boots I'm wearing. Alanis Morissette. I'll hit you with a bottle. Hit you with a Hennessy bottle. Heineken. That's wild. What would I don't? Are you? You got to be lying. You got to be kidding me a little bit. Mosin. with some old motion ice. Oh man, that's gangster. Y'all be rolling hard in Connecticut. I love Connecticut. Y'all be rolling hard in Connecticut. Y'all might be too hard for us. I'm gonna let you know right now. Y'all can't be our 51st state because y'all just way too gangster for the United States. If you buzzing people over the head over the boots that they wear, that they similar, y'all are just too hard. We will not be able to handle y'all. So I'm gonna let you know right now. That whole idea of Canada being the 51st state, you can put that to bed right now. We don't want no part of Canada. We wouldn't know how to handle Canada. Them jokers is thugs. They straight thugs. Gives a new meaning to, yep. That's nuts. That's crazy. Okay, here's a Florida man. I don't know who he looks like. Tell me who he looks like. You know who he looks like? Oh, you know who he looks like? He looks like he is a shorter haired version of what's it? Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot his name. He hasn't been doing live streams in a minute. Oh, long hair. He used to live stream like 4 or 5 times a day. Oh man, I can't believe I forgot his name. Rico Stan. He looks just like Rico Stan. Oh, George RB3. He looks like a short-haired version of Rico Stan. Put some glasses on him and put some long hair. Oh, you haven't seen our land back. Yeah, see, we don't want no part of that, Canada. Y'all go ahead and y'all stay over there. We can't handle that as a 51st state. So let's see what Randy Zipper. All right, his name is Zipper. Landy Zipper allegedly stabs brother after macaroni and cheese goes missing. Now I can't be mad at him. Because there are times where I've had crappy macaroni and cheese. But there are but there's a whole lot of times that you've had nasty macaroni. But there are very few times when you go to somebody's cookout, their barbecue, their house, their potluck, and the macaroni and cheese be banging, and you be like, "Oh, this is banging." And if you ever got up, be like, "Hold up, let me go get a soda. I'll be right back." And you came back, and somebody was eating that good stuff. I can see what somebody would get stabbed. I mean, shoot, in the United States, people get stabbed over cutting in line back when Popeyes had that chicken sandwich, the spicy chicken Popeye sandwich. People were getting stabbed over the chicken sandwich. So there's one thing you don't do. There's one thing you don't do in the United States is mess with our food because we will cut you. We will cut you. We won't hit you over the head with a bottle, but we'll cut you over our food. You know what I'm saying? Christopher Jenkins, what is up? How you doing? Well, I said Gross Shirley is here. Why am I trying to do that to the thing? What's up, Shirley? Hey, Moneyless Maven. Rawr. What is up? Christopher Jenkins, Gross. Shirley is here. We're playing, right? We're playing? We're playing. Okay, we're playing. All right. Popeyes is my favorite. Yeah, Popeyes is good. The chicken sandwich. I'm not a big fan. Popeyes chicken, it's all right. It's all right. I mean, over here in Florida, we have this place called Publix, and Publix makes really good fried chicken for really cheap. So while it's not as good as like KFC or Popeyes, like as far as like seasoning wise, the price makes it taste better. You know what I'm saying? Like the chicken is good, but it's really, really good because of how cheap it costs. You know what I'm saying? All right, I was just making sure I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know I have to break up fights because there's a lot of violent people in my chat today. There's a lot of violent people here, so I didn't know what was going on. And so excuse me. I was just, I don't know. Some of y'all, you know, people get catty. I didn't know what was up. Messing with Shirley is one of my favorite hobbies. Well, then go ahead, Steve, Chris, for the rest of the chat, please make one comment to the chat or myself, and the other comment, please say something derogatory towards Shirley. That's my homegirl, and I know she could take it. She got no. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Poor Shirley. She might lose all her faculties. Just go crazy up in the chat. Don't mess with her too much. Just enough to make her just go rah. Just with an attitude. Make her go rah with an attitude. See how she could spell raw with an attitude. LOL. Yeah. You gotta be careful with Shirley. Shirley come up in my chats and cause all kinds of ruckus. Rawr. If anyone comes to Australia or Sydney, they need to try the Bondi burger. It's good. I'll take that, Shirley. A Bondi burger? Chicken. I can't eat no chicken burger. Let's go on to this next guy. So yeah, this guy right here looks like Rico Stan with a haircut, and he stabbed his brother for messing around with his macaroni and cheese. I can't fault him for that. Good macaroni and cheese hard to come by. Hardware store. There's no picture, but hardware store discards 15 feet of carpet after a Florida man rolls himself up in it and proceeds to urinate in the carpet with himself rolled up. It says he pees in the carpet while he's rolled up in the carpet. He rolled himself up in the 15 feet of carpet, then just let it rip and just peed all over the carpet. Store had to throw away all 15 feet of the dang on carpet. Okay. It's too expensive to go to it's too expensive to go to Australia. Like, most expensive place to fly to. But is that because it's so far away? That's why it's so expensive, because it's so far away? Or is Australia in general an expensive place to visit? Like, if someone gave you a free plane ticket, would it be an expensive place to visit? Australia is nothing. You guys have bears. Bootylicious. Who's Bootylicious? I ain't gonna lie to you. So, you know how everybody has fears of certain animals? Now, everybody goes like, Aqua Funk is afraid of squirrels. I'm not afraid of squirrels. I can't stand them little devil rats. There's a difference between hating something and fearing something. I do not fear squirrels. I want them all to perish painfully. But I gotta admit, yeah, see, it would be someone from Connecticut to say bears aren't scary, it's the mooses, LOL. I ain't gonna lie, I do laugh at people on TV getting beat up by mooses, because mooses, that is funny to me to watch. But my only animal I have a lot of, I wouldn't want to get killed by any animal, but the animal I would least want to get killed by is a bear, because they don't just kill you, they play with you. They like, have you ever seen there was two. It was one with Leonardo DiCaprio and the other one was Brad Pitt, and both of them fought a bear, and both of them, the bear just didn't just, it toyed with them. It threw them against trees. It left and then came back and then left again and then came back, made you think it was gone, and then it came back. I don't want to mess with I don't want to get attacked by a bear. I would much rather get killed by any other animal than a bear. Because a bear seems to like to drag it out. At least according to the movies, you know. So yeah, I don't want to. A bear's the only one. Only the grizzlies or the polar bears are gonna do that. Yeah. But you know what? Here's the thing. Grizzly, polar bear, black bear, panda bear, gummy bear. I don't care. I respect the bears. I don't want to be anywhere near the bears. The problem I have, yeah, you can scare them off, but what happens when they don't get scared? What if they get rabies and they decide, you know what? I had enough. I don't want to be a stereotypical bear that I'm going to be more afraid of them than they are of me, that whole thing. I'm going to go bite this Puerto Rican dude right on his brown ass and just take a big wet bite out of it. And, you know, I'm just going to kill that whole stereotype of us being more scared of, you know, you than you are of us. I'm just, you know, I'm not going to do it no more. I refuse. Damn the man. I'm going to bite him. There's nothing I can do. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing I could do. I believe that one day in the past, or it could happen, you know what I mean? Maybe the bear ate the raccoon with the rabies and bit the raccoon on the mouth. And now the bear got the rabies. There's no telling. Listen, nature does weird things, DTK. You can't expect nature to follow the rules, is what I'm saying. Squirrels will attack people, right? What's to say a little gummy bear ain't gonna attack people? Huh? So I just don't want to be attacked by a bear. I seen the movies of Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt getting effed up by a bear, and I just don't want no part of it. It seems like it just drags on way too long. Yeah. Go ahead. You got koala bear too. A koala bear mess you up too. I don't care what kind of bear it is. Y'all mess around with these bears. What's up, Aquarium? Hey, man, where you been, Andy? I ain't seen you in a minute. How you been, man? Oh, yeah, and another thing. Here's another problem why bears bother me. I have a couple places I want to go on my bucket list place before I die. And there's one place that I definitely want to go for my bucket list. And it's not a specific place. It's an event that I want to be at, but it just so happens that the event that I want to be at also is in a place where there's a lot of damn big, evil killer bears. I want to experience the most brilliant, the most closest display of the aurora borealis I could ever imagine. And living in the United States, there's only two places that I can go within reason where I can see the aurora borealis up close and personal. But I don't want to be around no city lights. I want it to be pitch black and just see the aurora borealis. That's like my number one thing I want before I die. I'm gonna let you guys know right now. If someone said, "Hey, Funk, you got about a week to live," I'm gonna start a GoFundMe and I am going to request enough money for me to go see the aurora borealis immediately. I need to see that before I die. But here's the biggest problem. There's always bears over there with the places where you can see the aurora borealis. Like, I want to lay out at night in the woods on a blanket and look up at the aurora borealis with no city lights, none of that. But there's a good chance that if I do that, a bear is going to get me. So I have a dilemma. You know what I'm saying? I got a dilemma. You've been to the Arctic? Yeah, black bears. Winter camping. Didn't see any polar bears. That's the problem. That's the thing. You can't see them, but they can see you. I'm just not on when he's live. Okay. Lots of northern lights. Don't. Oh, there's spirits? Hold up, wait, stop for a sec. TTT, you telling me that there's spirits out with the aurora borealis, the northern lights, and if you whistle, the spirits come? Nah, Jeffro, I want to be as close to nature as possible. I want to be away from lights. I would want to lay on the grass and just look up and feel the cold grass underneath me and just look up. Listen, if you haven't figured it out yet, when I say I want to be as close to nature as possible, I want to be butterball naked. just butterball naked and feel the grass on every inch of my body, on my back, looking up at the aurora borealis. I think maybe if a bear came and got me in that scenario, I'd be all right with it. I just wouldn't want, you know what I'm saying? Like if it was like, yo, did you hear about AQUA FUNK? No, what happened? He dead. What? He's dead. What happened? I saw his live stream the other day, Sunday. He was live. He was talking about, I don't know, AI and doo-doo and stuff like that. It's like, no, he dead. He was over there. He was over there in up north. I don't know if it was Alaska or Canada or somewhere like that, but he was up north, butterball ass naked in the grass, looking at the lights in the dark, and a bear came and just effed him up. The bear just effed him up. He ain't had not stitch clothes on. I don't know if the bear took his clothes off or he didn't have no clothes to start with, but he was butterball naked. Bear tore him up. He was just laid out. I'm just saying. That's the teachings on Northern Lights. Don't whistle at them. And he was whistling at the Northern Lights too. He was just sitting there, just doing the whistle from what's that one movie, Kill Bill? He was just whistling the Kill Bill whistle song, and then the next thing you know, he was butt naked in the grass, and he had grass all up on his butt, and it was stuck in all kinds of crevices, and a bear kicked him. They just ate him up. Did you hear? Now, was it a white guy? What are you talking about? Wait, no. Bigfoot. So you say Bigfoot stripped me naked, and then it was a tag team event, and then the bear bit me up. So yeah, I want to Kill Bill, and then that's why the bear's gonna come get me. It's gonna find me naked in the woods, looking at this Northern Lights. But this is why I'm saying this. If I were to die in that manner, are you telling me you would never forget that story? I would go down, as long as everybody who ever heard the story would be living, I would go on for eternity. And they would probably tell that story to their grandkids. So their grandkids would be like, you know, my grandpa told me a story about this dude. He was out butt naked in the woods, whistling at some lights, and the bear bit him up and killed him. I would go down, like that would be my legacy. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be like, oh, yeah, AQUA FUNK died of a heart attack. Boo. You know what I mean? Like it would be special. It would be something fantastical. And I gotta admit, the thought, it's kind of appealing to me. You got to put that one toward the end of the bucket. Yeah. That's on my bucket list. But so just know that if I get a death sentence the day I lost my funk, yeah, like dying while sky, something fantastical. So just know that if I have a sentence, I will be putting out a GoFundMe trying to raise money to lay out butt naked in the woods up north, looking at the lights, whistling. And if a bear come and get me, so be it. I'll be cool with it. I don't want it to happen. I'm gonna be real with you. If the bear bite me up and I die from a bear attack, I'm just gonna, you know, they say, oh, just ball up into a fetal position and hope that it runs away. No, you will see my Puerto Rican ass run across the woods in the moonlight as fast as my legs will take me with my bum knee, because I'm just not balling up. I'm not giving up is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? I'm just not gonna ball up in a fetal position and just be like, don't hurt me. I'm dead. No, I'm gonna run. like any sane minority would in a good movie. We run. We don't just sit there and take it. We run. Yeah, there you go. Hey, I'm not a Florida man though. SC, I'm gonna let you know right now. I'm not a Florida man. You would not outrun a bear. I would. I would definitely. I'm just not gonna take it. Is what I'm getting at, Mel. I'm just not gonna take it. Oh, so hold on, wait. From Florida to Southern Ontario, it's 24-hour drive. I ain't gonna lie to you, that'd be 3 days for me. I can't drive 24 hours straight. That's gonna be a 3-day drive. It takes 3 more days to drive to the end of the road in northern Quebec. Now, if I'm judging from what you're saying, like driving straight, 3 days straight, so you're talking about like it's gonna be a minute for me to drive that route. That's a so we're talking. So, well, that's kind of doable though. 3 days. If you play dead, they get bored with you. No, no, I'm sorry. Listen, I don't like to bust out the racial card. Okay, you know me. I love all races. You know my motto. I don't like being Rachel, but I'm not playing dead. I'm sorry. I'm running. I'm gonna take my chances. I'm running. No, the northern part of the drive forces you to stop every 12 hours to sleep because, see, I can't drive more than like 2 or 3 hours without wanting to stop. That's my only. So we're talking about like a 2-week drive. You know, let's be realistic. We're talking about like 2 weeks, at least a week and a half, because someone else would have to drive. You know what I mean? Go ahead, play dead if you want to. I never met anybody that survived a bear attack, and I almost guarantee you they must. All of them probably thought to themselves, "Hey, I know, I'm gonna play dead," and they have all died. I've never met anybody like, "Yeah, I survived the bear attack," and you want to know why? Because they probably played dead. Just saying. That's like that whole punch a shark in his nose myth. Yep, not gonna do that neither. Oh, shark coming to get me. Look at that. Yeah, we good now. Not gonna do that neither. Sorry. Sorry. Uh I appreciate that, Chris. I really do. Uh yeah, I appreciate that. Uh Play dead for 30 seconds and then you won't be playing. I can't, I don't know. I'm just, yeah, I need a friend to drive me. You know what I would do? Honestly, I would still do the GoFundMe, but I want to do a party bus. Hey, how about that? I do a party bus, pick up everybody I can on the way there, and we can all just run around the woods naked and hope that we don't get killed by bears until I die by a bear, whistling. Like it was like, yo, the doctor said AQUA FUNK only has like a week left. Nudist colony in the Quebec. Where are we at? Where are we going? We're going somewhere north. We'll look at the northern lights. Butterball ass naked. That's his dying wish. We're gonna put it on YouTube. Northern Quebec. Yeah. Is it Quebec or Quebec? Because I know every time I want to say Quebec, but every time I see it on people say I'm from Quebec. I don't know. Quebec. Okay, that's how you pronounce it. Quebec. I ain't joining if you are gonna whistle. Oh, but the nakedness, you're cool with the nakedness, but God forbid you don't whistle. Bears, no problem. Nakedness, no problem. Whistling, whoa. Whoa. I hate them too. It's exciting. Anyway, okay. How did we get on this case? How did we talk about being naked in the woods with bears? Who started this conversation? I was talking about Florida man. How did we end up here? I don't know. Anyway, party bus, the week of my death. Well, we'll say a week because I'm gonna have somebody else drive. We're gonna get everybody gonna put in money. We're gonna get a party bus. We're gonna pick up everybody on the way there. I don't care what happens on the way back because I ain't gonna be there. I'm probably gonna be dead. But on the way up there, we'll have drinks. Hopefully nobody wears the same type of shoes as somebody else, because you know what happens when you wear the same type of shoes as somebody else at a public event. We're over the head with a bottle. If we do, we're just gonna have beer cans. Beer cans, no glass bottles, especially around Auntie K. No glass bottles in case somebody decides to, twins it that day. We're gonna be on the road, and we're gonna go up, and then I'm gonna watch the Northern Lights, butterboard naked, whistling. You can put things in. You don't have to listen, Auntie K, and then just. And then maybe a bear comes, maybe it don't. I don't know, but I got a death sentence anyway. And on the way back, just leave me there. Just let me chill there. The cold air will preserve my body for generations. Then I'll get covered up by snow, and then they'll find me thousands of years later and be like, why was he just laid out like that with his arms crossed on the back of his head, looking straight up with a big, and why he got a big bite taken out his butt? And then I'll be in a museum. I'll be in a museum, mummified. And I'll be people will have to pay to see me. I'll be immortal. Forget YouTube. No, I'll be in the future. Naked. Immortalized. They're going to call me the Northern Lights man. That's what they're going to call me. Not the Encino man, the Northern Lights man. Okay, everybody on the party bus, no red boots. Were they like the red boots from the what's that one song? What's that song? What's that song? What's that song? The Northern Funk. Oh, I like that. The Northern Funk. Sounds like a band or a music genre or something. What is that song where the girl was wearing the red boots? You know what I mean? Groove is in there. Yeah, Groove is in the house. Were they those type of red boots? I bet they was. I bet they was those type of red boots. Groove's in the house. Now I'm stuck. That's stuck in my head now. Thanks a lot. Be stuck with that in my head. Mm-hmm. All right, let's see what else the North Florida band. I don't know how we got on there. Florida. Okay, this Florida man, butt dials 911. His murder plot gets accidentally recorded. This idiot accidentally records his murder plot. But I don't even know who he looks like. Ain't too many black dudes in the fish genre of YouTube. But he gonna go ahead and butt down the popo while he's talking about murdering somebody. Florida. Groups in hell. I like when he goes, woo! Like, he goes, woo! I don't want to hear the damn song. God dang it. Florida man charged with DUI and his motorized wheelchair. See, that would be, I ain't gonna lie to you. And look, he got into an accident. Look, oh, that's Rico stand right there. All right, come on. Come on. Ooh, ooh. Where's it? Where's it? Come on. Why you not gonna show the dude's face? It won't show it. Florida man, come on. I need it's not showing it. Oh the way. I think I saw it. I think I saw it. Where is it? Where is it? I don't know. He all jacked up. That's why you can't see his face. He's got bandages all over his face. Accused Florida man says his cat downloaded. So have you guys watched To Catch a Predator? Funk, you missed my stream yesterday. We had a blast. No, yeah, I was there at your stream. I was at the stream. I was just I not accidentally. I kind of fell asleep, but I kept popping up. I saw you at the store, but I was like going in and out. Remember, I told you me and Mel was telling you put botanicals in the so for those of you who don't know, see, this is how I know, Shirley, that you don't be paying attention. This is how I know right here. Look, hey, is Mel in here? Mel, if you in here, co-sign for me. Co-sign for me right now, Mel. So yesterday, Shirley, thank you, Sweet Acres. Shirley has a beta, and the beta's not doing well. He's sicky. So she's trying to do something today. And then I said, do you have any almond leaves? Because they was talking about putting salt in there. Then I said, do you have any almond leaves? And she goes, yeah, Funk, I do have almond leaves. And then she showed me the very next tank right next to it. Looked like doodle water. She said, see, I teabag. She teabags her tanks. Okay. I said I teabag my tank every 3 days, but she puts tea bags of botanicals, and I said use that. And then we was going back and forth, and I said listen to Mel. She knows what she's talking about, and if the fish dies, you can just blame it on her. And you telling me right now, well, why didn't you say hi? Huh. You get nervous during live streams. It's all a blur. That's fine. I'm only joking with you. But no, I was laying in my bed because I stood up late because I was nervous about that doctor's appointment. So I didn't even go to sleep really. And I had the doctor's appointment yesterday. So I didn't go to sleep the night before. I've been to the doctors too many. It's just doing something to me. And when I got home, I was laying in the bed and I was watching your live stream, and I was dozing in. But I saw you at the store. I saw you at the store, but I was just too tired to actually text. It was like, you know when you're watching someone's live stream and it's like on the pillow next to you, and you're like, I'm not gonna fall asleep. I'm gonna watch this. Yeah, that's what I was doing. Mm-hmm. Oh, now you remember after I had to recap that whole scenario. Florida man calls 911 8 times to demand Kool-Aid, hamburgers, and weed. Florida man calls 8 times 911. 8 times. Listen, I want my weed, my Kool-Aid, and a hamburger now. And that's all I got for Florida man. Oh no, there's another Florida man. What's this guy have to say? South Florida teenage is in jail after he plays doctor with real patients for the second time in just over a year, authorities say. Now, hold up, wait. I don't think this kid should get arrested. I don't think this kid should get arrested for playing doctor. And I'm going to tell you why. If you go to the doctors and this Doogie Howser comes up to you and be like, yeah, go ahead and drop your drawers and spread them and lay up there on that bed, on that thing, and you do it, and that dude looks like he's 13 years old, and you do, that's on you. I'm sorry, that's on you. You shouldn't be, the kid should be like, hey, that's crazy how you got away with that. You know, the police be like, yo, don't do that no more, but you should stop. Just stop. But whoever actually, you'd be like, hey, did you not see that dude? He looked like 13 years old. Why did you listen to a damn word he says? I'm just sorry. That's just my thing. Can it be a cheeseburger? It could be a double bacon cheeseburger. I'd do the double bacon cheeseburger. I'm just saying, if I was the cop, I would probably be like, look, do you really want to go to court and show this kid and say this guy impersonated a doctor? And you go, yeah, I didn't know the difference. And everybody look at you be like, are you stupid? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you should be ashamed of yourself. How do you not? Look, he's got a faux hawk. Look at that. Come on now. Come on. And there's his mugshot. There's his mugshot. Come on. You got fooled by that. You got fooled by that? You might need to be chemically castrated. You should not reproduce if you get fooled by that. We don't need no more people like you. What kind of doctor office are these people going to? Yeah. Back alley, yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, he does look like a chipmunk. You're right. He got the chubby cheeks. I got chubby cheeks too, so don't be talking crap about chipmunk cheeks. I like my chipmunk cheeks. I like it. Anyway, so yeah. Yeah. Alvin, Simon, Theodore, yep. Everybody said I had chipmunk cheeks. Anyway, so listen, I'm gonna go ahead and hop off. I had a lot of fun. I can't wait to see all you guys on the week of my death up in Quebec, in the woods, running around naked under the northern lights. It's gonna be great. We can get drunk on the way up there. No bottles. God forbid anybody wears any red boots. Do not wear red boots, please. And if you wear red boots, just take them off at the border. That's all I'm saying. I'm in Florida. There's got plenty of states to go through before you have to take off your red boots. Just throw them out the window right at the border, all right? For safety's sake. You know what I mean? We don't want to trigger nobody. And then I'll be back live 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Sunday again. Hopefully, you know, maybe I'll have a guest on. I was supposed to have, I tried to have a guest on today, but I'm okay with not having a guest if they wasn't ready. You know what I'm saying? But that's cool with me. I'm all right with that. We'll try again for next time. I can tell you this, though. I can tell you this. If I have the guest on next time, you guys are going to have a freaking blast. It will be a treat for you. You think this is stupid? It will be super stupid. SS. Is there a symbol for SS? If there's a symbol for SS, I'm gonna put a symbol for SS for my thumbnail for the next whatchamacallit, for super stupid. So I don't care. I'm gonna find a symbol that has an S and an S with it, and that's what I'm gonna use. Anyway, y'all take it easy, man. I'll catch y'all next week. Later. Where's the off button? There's the off button.